Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. It's another week of NCLEX studying. I truthfully have been falling a little bit behind in my studying. I was doing really well for the past couple weeks, but unfortunately we just had like a lot of things come up. Last week I had my graduation party and I've just been spending a lot of time with my friends this past weekend and spending time with Katie before she moves. I know that's important and valuable. I don't have regret, but we do need to catch up. On the to-do list today is to listen to the rest of my Mark K lecture. I'm almost done with that, and then I need to do another question trainer and remediate that question trainer, and then tonight we have like a going away dinner for Katie, so there's a lot to do on the agenda. The best thing for me is to get out of the house and go check off a bunch of things at once by going on a walk, listening to the podcast while on my walk, and then I found some more outdoor coffee shops that I can study at, so I'm gonna go try a new coffee shop, which is always fun, and they have really good food there, it looks like, on their menu, so I'll probably order lunch there. I had to wait for my computer to finish charging because I needed it to be at 100% for this, since I feel like Kaplan sucks all the life out of it. We're gonna pack our bags here. Headphones for the lecture. Phone is going in. I'll bring my water, and I already have my notebook in there. Let's do this.
So high, it's divine every time. Oh, cruising base posted into city lights. So stargazing in July and staying up until the sunrise. Rosary and eyes, open mics every night. Oh, sipping on Sprite and soju too. I do.
Alright, you guys, I finished the terrible 200 questions. Unfortunately, I did not do as well as I wanted to do, so I'm going on a reflective walk because, yeah, it's upsetting and it's frustrating. I'm not gonna freak out. I still have like 15 days till my exam, so there's time to turn it around, and I honestly think that when I like take 200 questions straight, it does not go well. So that's probably what's going on, or there's something else, I don't know. I'll remediate, but like I just get so distracted and burnt out doing that many questions in a row so often, because I'm at this point testing full NCLEX exams every other day, and like a 200 question exam is just too much. I don't know what's going on, but we'll figure it out. I'm just gonna go on a walk. I feel better. My pity party is officially over. You know what? One test does not determine how I'm actually gonna do on the NCLEX. I have plenty of time. If anything, this is like more motivation for me to kick it into high gear and be more serious when I'm taking these tests. Doesn't matter how many questions, because obviously I'm taking more questions than will ever be on an NCLEX. I don't know, it's just nice to be down here and see other families who are going through probably much more difficult times than I am. I have no excuse not to work hard. I have everything I need to be successful. I just need to be all in. I want to make a choice to do that. I'm gonna remediate tonight and then go have fun with my friends and just try to keep going and make this happen to the best of my ability. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and I hope it's a better day. Morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. We are feeling a lot better today. It's another day of studying for the NCLEX. Yesterday, I was able to finish another Mark K lecture and start the remediation process for that exam that didn't go very well. I also started my nanny job yesterday. So that was kind of nice to, you know, start to get into a new routine, and I was able to work on it a little bit there. But then this morning, I finished remediating the rest of that exam. It was 200 questions, which was a lot. My last question trainer will be 265 questions, which is insane. I'm not looking forward to taking that. But I'm crossing off on my NCLEX study plan that I remediated the question trainer. I'm playing catch up a little bit, which I'm not too stressed about, because if you guys look at my NCLEX study plan, my test day was originally on the 17th, and I've since moved that a little bit, so that's now on the 20th. So we're here. We're a little bit behind, so I like skipped my review day yesterday, which is annoying, but it just happened. So like my Saunders thing kind of backfired because I had to pay for it. So now when it says Saunders 30, I'm supposed to be working on the cubing. Today, my goal is to take this CAT exam number 2, and that will hopefully like get me feeling a little bit better about what this looks like. Like, do I need to move my test date? Do I not? Am I doing all right? Obviously, you guys know I've been feeling a little bit discouraged on the studying. It's hard to keep it going. You're constantly feeling burnt out. The guilt that you feel. I'm trying to spend time with Katie because she leaves tomorrow. It's just stressful, and we're trying to make the best out of it. Today, I'm feeling a lot better, a lot more motivated. I actually went to bed early. I woke up early. I've been able to work on things this morning. So I'm gonna go work out right now and listen to my last Mark K lecture, which is the priority and delegation lecture. I heard from my friend Erica that this is her favorite lecture. So hopefully this will be like kind of seal the deal. I'll have lunch after, I'll take a shower after I work out, and then I'll take that CAT exam, and fingers crossed it goes well. I just need like a little bit of boost to keep me going. The Mark K lectures have been incredibly helpful, and it's funny because as I'm remediating, I'm realizing, oh my God, I listened to this lecture like a day late, you know? Honestly, it was really good that I have put the bulk of my studying into listening to Mark K at the beginning, because now I feel like I can just fill in the gaps, and I may re-listen to some of his lectures just like while I'm driving. It's kind of an easy thing to think about, and he just breaks it down really well, and I see examples of points that he brings up. I'm gonna leave the link that I've been using to download the lectures because it's apparently really hard to find. Like, everyone's been asking me for them. So the link has that, and it also has notes to like a 93-page document of all of the notes, which I haven't really read through a lot, but I probably will when it gets closer. Still keeping my fingers crossed and my sights set on getting this all done before my family vacation to Hawaii. I just would love to not think about it. Of course, I'm gonna be really upset if things backfire and it doesn't go well and I fail and I have to be all sad and like make a new plan. And I was kind of freaking out about it the other night, but my mom is like, you literally will get through it. What happened with your CNA exam? You know, you got back up and you kept going. I think I just feel like a lot of anxiety after that happened because I know how crushed and upset I was. So I'm really hoping that I don't have to go through that, but I know that like that's the worst case scenario. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not gonna be a good nurse. There's plenty of amazing nurses that did not pass their NCLEX on the first try. We're gonna go work out, listen to the Mark K lecture, and then, you know, do some other things around the house, and hopefully this next CAT exam goes well.
News for you. I don't care who to. I got news for them. They are not your friends.
We are out of the shower. We had lunch. We put away the dishes. I have my workstation set up, so I'm about ready to take my second CAT exam, my computer adaptive test. I finished listening to the Mark K priority and delegation lecture. I recommend that you listen to that first because it's really motivating, and I'm at the very, very end of his lecture, and he talks about these two different types of students, how like one student will get the question right and one will get wrong based on like how their reasoning spirals in their head. And it's so interesting because I can definitely like catch myself not remaining focused in the exam, getting like too creative with my answer reasonings. We're gonna be a little bit more focused. We're gonna believe in ourselves, and we're just gonna see how this goes. This exam shuts off like depending on how you do. The last one I did pass, but it shut off at like 1:45, which wasn't like the best sign because ideally I'd like it to shut off at 75 questions or like less than 1:45. Okay, I passed. It wasn't glamorous or easy by any means, and I got a lot of questions, but I was still in the game. My test shut off earlier than before, so that's good. And yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about this whole thing. Like, I feel like I need to switch up the routine. So over these next couple days, I'm probably going to do that. I just feel like what I'm doing is not really doing it for me. Like, I should be having like really stable scores, and I felt like at the beginning of my study session I was doing like really, really well, and after taking some of these like more recent exams, I just haven't been as impressed with my scores. Like, I don't see as big of an improvement, and I don't know if that's like something to be concerned about or not. So I may talk to people who I know who've taken the NCLEX recently for my program, because obviously my program did not prepare us very well. Barely any of it we talked about. I definitely have some work to do, and I feel good that I passed it. At least that's like not too alarming. I don't have any areas in the red. I would say I would remediate this, but I'm kind of tired of taking questions, so I'm gonna do some other activities that are on my to-do list for today, and then I'm gonna go on the boat with Katie Mack and her family. It's our final dinner like together before she leaves tomorrow. I know my focus is like a little bit taken away from the NCLEX, which is a little bit stressful and a bummer, but at the same time, like, I will regret not spending this time with my best friend. I may just take off like that entire week before the NCLEX and really just focus a little more and stop saying yes to go hang out with people, because truthfully I have no time, so I need to prioritize this. It's taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Like, to do a practice test and to remediate in a day and listen to Mark K and like study again, there's a lot to do. We're just trying our best. I'll probably talk to you guys tomorrow if I study.
Here we go again.
Good morning, guys. Actually, it's the afternoon. Happy Saturday. It is another day of NCLEX studying. I'm trying to figure out where we left off. I didn't really get a chance to study a ton yesterday, so this morning I've been kicking it into high gear because yesterday I met up with a bunch of my nursing school friends and we were talking about the NCLEX, and I got to talk with someone else who had to retake their NCLEX twice. Definitely got me a little bit nervous. I was trying to decide, do I invest in UWorld, because I asked her like what she regretted, and she was like, the thing that I wish I did was just get UWorld from the beginning. Hearing how my friends are like studying a little bit differently, everyone's doing their own thing, and it's hard to constantly be comparing yourself. I'm kind of at this point of like, I have 10 days until my NCLEX. I don't really have time to totally revamp my studying. I think I just have time to focus more on the studying, be putting in more time per day. And the first couple weeks I was doing really well. I was really focused. I was very disciplined. This week it's just been crazy. Katie left on Thursday. That was like a really hard day. I started nannying this week and it's been crazy. I have two options. Option one is I move my test date to after my vacations that I have planned, which then will be moving my test date to like mid-October, and I will have a gap of maybe like 2.5, 3 weeks where studying is going to be minimal because I'm going to be on vacation. I'm going to be kind of checked out. Or I can try to take my NCLEX in 10 days, work my literal butt off so that I can prepare as much as humanly possible and just see what happens and accept that if I fail the first time, it's not going to define me. It's so hard to like trust yourself that you can do it. Sometimes my scores are really amazing and sometimes my scores are like a little below average. It's hard to gauge how well I'm doing because I don't see this like consistency where I'm feeling super confident. I took another practice test this morning and I did okay on it. I'm going to take another one right now. I have one more question trainer on Kaplan and it's 265 questions. I kind of want to save that next week so that I can take it. I have my chocolate here. I'm going to take another practice test. It's testing time. I need my charger though. Okay, I finished another sample test and I just remediated. This time I didn't remediate by writing down. I've just been remediate by reading through, just because then I'm able to go through questions a little bit faster. I looked at the Kaplan 2-week study plan and I'm following on track of the plan of like just lots of test taking and remediating. I'm gonna trust the process and keep going. And then I think I'm gonna do the last sample test on Kaplan. So then I'll just have like the question trainers and the Q bank and things like that left. So we're gonna do our laundry and watch some simple nursing videos, and then we'll get back to the final sample test. Who knows, maybe I'll do like a little more studying today because it's really only 2:40, so this is proof that if I don't overschedule myself during a day, I can actually get a lot done. My laundry is officially folded. I watched some amazing simple nursing videos and I'm gonna link one down below that might just change my study plan. It is talking about how to prepare for the NCLEX when you have no time. It definitely called me out on a few things that I've been doing that are probably not like the best choice. I like how they lay it out and I'm gonna link the video down below if you guys wanna check it out. I've been following along my wild journey of figuring out how I'm studying for this NCLEX when I have no time and trying to be organized but also being flexible, and it's like so many resources. It's crazy.
Now, if I turn it up, can you hear the sound? Just give me a shout. I'm stuck, holding on, trying to let go is another song. Feels like if I did, I would do you wrong.
Good morning, you guys. It is Sunday. We are studying again. I've had a really good morning. I actually am now diving into the Q bank, and I found that the Q bank has much more helpful explanations than the typical tests on Kaplan, so I'm really happy with that. I chose to do Psychosocial and psychological integrity for this quiz that I generated, which are two of my worst categories, and I got a 64% on it, so I'm feeling like I got a little bit of a boost. I'm gonna do a little bit of a fun afternoon activity and get to go on the boat. And then I am going to come back and probably do another practice test. I was able to remediate everything on my sheet of paper, so I wrote all the fun stuff down. I got a lot of people texting me, so I will probably talk to you guys later, but today is a good day. Good morning, you guys. It is the next day, Monday. We are back. This morning I got my BLS recertification, so I can finally cross that off of my list of things that I need to get done before I start like the big job applications. I have to keep all up to date on all those fun things. And we actually got out early, which is great because I have like 30 minutes to basically eat because I got to go celebrate my girl Erica's birthday today. We're gonna go on a little bike ride and I'm very excited about it, but I also want to get some questions done. So I think I'm gonna create a quiz right now on the QBank with, honestly, 30 questions is totally fine. And we'll do all of the client needs categories. And I did think that I needed lunch for this, so luckily we have some delicious vegetarian salad rolls with tofu and peanut sauce. So I'm gonna eat this really quick. We're gonna go for a little bike ride. I have such a busy day today. I'm also getting my COVID vaccine. I'm getting the booster, the new Omicron one. I just thought it was a really good idea because it has been almost a year since I got my last booster. I'm excited about the new one. I think it's fantastic. And I wanna get my booster before I go on vacation, especially if I'm like traveling. Obviously, I'm still wearing my mask while I'm traveling because I just think planes are gross and I don't wanna be like sick for my vacation. Yeah, that's just what I am deciding to do. So I got kind of a busy day and then I also have dinner plans with 2 of my friends. So I'm just like running from activity to activity. We're just gonna try to make the most out of our semi-busy day, but still get some questions in. Tomorrow I'll have like more time to actually dive in. We just took the practice test. I did 30 questions in 16 minutes and I got 77 correct. I was feeling a little bit more confident with my answer choices this one, so I'm just gonna quickly remediate and just read through and not write them out just because I don't have time. And then we're gonna go for a nice little bike ride. I'm glad we fit this in. This is proof that you can make the most out of little chunks of time in your day. It is possible. All right, hey. I am back at my parents' house. Had to get my very important vaccine card. I just got back from hanging out with Erica and Kathy. We went for a nice bike ride. Then we were watching the Kardashians, and of course, like the studious nursing students that we are, we were just like, wait, maybe we should do some NCLEX questions because I'm feeling guilty. And sure enough, we sat there and did some like group NCLEX questions and quizzed each other. And it's kind of fun to like actually talk out the questions. It's probably helpful. I should do that more often. So I'm feeling good about today. I'm gonna go get my COVID booster and then have dinner, sleep in tomorrow a little bit, and do more questions before nannying. We got a busy week. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. We are having a very productive day because this morning we're going to Scout's apartment. If you guys have been following along the journey, you guys know that I get the most stuff done when I'm studying with Scout. So she's gonna study her med school stuff. I'm gonna study for the NCLEX. We have like unlimited time today just to really focus in on studying. So I might force myself to take my last question trainer exam, which then would only really leave like the readiness test for me to take. But I feel like I should just get it over with. It's 265 questions, which is a lot of questions, but I feel like we should just work on it slow and steady and see how it goes. I'm really excited, and then we'll study again tomorrow.
Always, always, you said always. So far from me now, if I turn it up.
We had a bad test, because you had a bad test. Scout was here to witness this. I don't even think it's that bad. It's not that bad. I got a 59. You know, they say you need to get over 60, so.
Well, I'm sure at some point you had over 60.
Yeah, and in certain categories I did. It's just like, at least I got over 70 in management and care. Yeah, I'm never gonna take that many questions in one sitting ever again. Okay, well I got the first question right. We're gonna remediate this. Scout and I are really curious on how to deliver a baby according to the NCLEX, so we're gonna come across that question. We're just gonna remediate and not overthink what happened.
Oh, no.
It's not scary at all. Less than a week out from the test.
Fine. The worst thing you could do is psych yourself out.
That's true.
6 days to go.
And it's not like I'm not gonna take it because I want to at least attempt to get it over with, so.
Yeah.
But I could look to see if I could move my test date.
Kiara? No.
Good morning! It is Thursday. We are back in the study zone. I'm finishing up the second half of my remediation from yesterday's exam. We're almost done. We got some good notes here. We're learning a lot. I have to nanny today, so I'm probably gonna do a little bit of reading later. I talked to my friend Taylor this morning who was trying to like hype me up for the NCLEX. Tomorrow, I'm trying to decide if I should take my readiness exam or my CAT exam. I might take the readiness exam, and then I'll save the last CAT exam for Sunday night. Take a test test every other day basically, and then Monday I won't study. I really have like today and 3 more days to study, which is crazy. Make sure I nail down all of my lab values, especially like really close to the test. I want to get those down.
I mean, you know I ain't lying, 'cause I hate wasting time. You said soon we'll be leaving this place, no life to find.
Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday. It is another big day of NCLEX studying. We actually are awake very early this morning and I slept great, which is a plus. I finally have energy to do this. I'm gonna read through my remediation book. So actually all the things that I've been writing down for questions that I've gotten wrong, just to give myself like a little bit of a refresher. I'm going to go work out really quickly and then take a shower. And then I will sit down and take my readiness exam. And then hopefully it goes well. So I don't know how many questions are on it. I'm assuming like 145-ish. Yeah, that's the plan for today. I still have to edit my very first study vlog. I'm so behind. I have not had any time to edit videos because all of my extra time and energy has been put towards studying. I cannot wait for this hopefully to be over, knock on wood, and so I can actually like get videos up because I'm so behind. It is officially the lunch before our readiness exam. Worked out. I feel like I'm in a good headspace. I'm gonna make a mental note that if I'm nervous on the day of the test, I should just go work out in the morning because I really do feel like refreshed and ready to go.
Now I know the difference. Now I know the difference between a prayer and a preference, between desire.
All right, you guys, we're on question 180, which means after I turn this in, I get my score for this exam. So I'm getting a little bit nervous because this is supposed to tell me if I'm ready or not. This is actually good that I'm feeling the nerves already because this is gonna be what the real life test is like. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got above a 60. I got a 67%. I will take it. I am happy with that. Woo! I'm feeling blessed. Yes, okay. So now I'm gonna look at my category breakdown really quickly to see if I got, oh my God, I got 80% in management of care. Yes, okay. I got 68% basic care and comfort, 62 psychosocial. The psychological adaptation I didn't do as well on. I got 50%. That one's always so hard for me. I actually did a practice test of all those questions. So sometimes I have good days with that and sometimes I don't. And then all the other like big ones, safety infection, 71, reduction of risk, 78. That is good news. I'm gonna take a break and then I may start remediating this today or I may just start editing my video. I think I might just start editing because I have to like remediate tomorrow anyway. That's what was on the agenda. Then I just have my CAT exam on Sunday, remediate that. And oh, the other thing I might do today is I wrote down some notes of things that I wanted to review and I may just review these before I even remediate. Today was a win. Guess who forgot to bring their camera with them? I took my Saunders comprehensive exam today in my book. I got a 79%, which is honestly pretty good. And that makes me feel a lot better about like really being in the final stretch.
Is it all true? Oh, it's all true.
Good morning, you guys. Today is Sunday. It is officially the last day of NCLEX studying. I'm getting really excited. Tomorrow is Monday. It's the day before my test. So today is going to be the last day of like actual studying. I have one more CAT exam to do on Kaplan. Hopefully it goes well. And I did a lot of reviewing this morning. This is it. Tomorrow, I'm going to spend the day just driving to the testing center at the exact time that I'm going to leave, going to the building, doing the whole run through and everything to make sure that I'm in the right place. We'll take the test on Tuesday. It is absolutely wild how fast these past couple weeks have flown by. I feel like so much of my world has changed from Katie leaving, and if you guys have been watching this entire like study with me for the NCLEX journey, it's just been like this. I really hope that this is the end of the NCLEX journey. I've just been in like a positive mindset because I don't want to think about what would happen if we don't pass it. So we're just gonna accept and own it and speak it into existence. Whatever happens, happens. It's currently 11:27, so it's about the time that I will be taking the the test a little bit later, I guess. So here we go. We're gonna take the very last practice test, and I'll probably run some more questions throughout the day. I found a really helpful article from Nurse Labs that provides just a really good overview of some random facts that end up showing up on the NCLEX. For example, you feed a bipolar patient or someone with ADHD finger foods that are high calorie, like just random little nutrition facts and certain diets are all in this document. So I'm gonna leave a link to that down below. If I forget, please comment. I also found like a 50 SATA questions practice exam on Nurse Labs. So I'll also link that down below. I'll probably end up doing that sometime today. I really wanna get outside and like spend time with my parents and just start the like relaxing Zen mode, because truthfully, at this point, you've prepared as much as you can. The next 48 hours, there's not really much that's gonna change. Hopefully it goes well, and I will talk to you guys after the test. Oh, and really quickly before I get started, I just posted my very first study for the NCLEX video this morning, and some people commented that they wanted me to talk about the decision tree, so I'm gonna talk about it a little bit. I've been using it a lot, not as much as the first week, but it definitely weighs in my mind. Really quickly, the decision tree, if you haven't heard of it, goes through a series of 5 steps to answer your questions. These are for like priority questions, so of course this doesn't work for every type of question. So the first step of it is to identify the topic. So what's the problem and situation, and what are they actually asking about? The next ranking is going to be the assessment versus implementation, and you tend to prioritize the assessment answers over the implementation ones, but only if it makes sense. The next level is physical versus psychosocial, so you rank those needs. Those are especially important for like different things that patients say to you, like what are you going to address first? That's where I see a lot of those questions pop up. You do the ABCs, airway, breathing, circulation. The last step of the decision tree, if you've gone through all those steps and you're still down to 2 answers, you're going to go to the evaluate the outcome options. Really think about what the outcome of each of those implementations or assessments may be and what one's more important to do, and hopefully that should help you get to your answer. I hope that's helpful. Now I'm gonna take the exam. My test just shut off at 75. Yes, I'm so happy. Oh my god, the past couple CAT exams, I have had to take a lot of questions. The first one I had to take 145, the second one I had to take like 130 something, and it finally shut off at 75. This is what it always looks like, and I've heard of other people who've had their test shut off at 75, and all of these are pretty much always yellow. Like I've really never gotten a green, but overall is green, which means you passed, and I took it in 75. That is just such a good way to end my studying. I feel like I needed that. I definitely wrote down some stuff that I need to review, so I'm probably gonna have lunch really quick, review this. I'm gonna end this video on a high note. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. It has been a wild ride. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up just for good luck for this NCLEX. I need this. And today's question of the day is going to be, what was a victory that you had this week in your life? I want to hear about it down below. This is my victory, and I'm gonna take it as a win. I love you guys so very much, and I will talk to you when we're taking the NCLEX. Oh my god.
I only worry that I'm crazy, 'cause if it's all true, well, it's all true. I mean, you know I ain't lying, 'cause I